My dog is trying to console me, apparently. Because these 2 episodes showed me that they just didn't listen to me. And I feel like we right back to square one. They ain't learned nothing from last season. They ain't listened to us at all, I don't believe. And I just feel like, here we go again, y'all. We back at it. So, you know, we gotta just strap up and get ready. Carrie put on an outfit that looked like she was getting ready to board the RMS Titanic. Okay, on its last faithful voyage. Okay, that girl looked like she was going to the very first Wimbledon games. Okay, I don't know why that girl would put that on first thing smoking in the morning, baby. It was too much. It was an all white outfit, but yet it was too much. Okay, she had on a hat that was cocked to the side, baby, and very just, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I mean? And just like, you could just like cut a little piece of fish with it. Very much interested to see at this point what they're gonna do with the fashions and the looks for season 2, because last year it was a miscalculation on what was appealing to the eye and what was not. So hopefully they got the math right. Something gets in her eye, okay? And I wish something had got in my eye, if I'm being quite honest. So she opens up the little egg that she's in and slithers out of the tank like a newborn baby snake, wet and bucket naked. Maybe that girl took that dress out that bag and put it on Carrie, and it was, not only was it too tight, okay, it was a mainstays bedspread. It was a threshold bedspread, baby. I was like, this is not for the Met. This is not for the Met. This is for the Shady Pines mother-daughter talent competition. Then Seema was giving me Sexy Mary Magdalene, okay, and I was like, I don't like that. It was giving me there's no room at the end, okay. She was giving me he's not in there. Then we get to Charlotte. Charlotte didn't know if she wanted to be a jockey. She ain't know if she wanted to be in the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus. She ain't know whether she wanted to be a dominatrix or a school marm. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel, Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. It's Blue. She's excited too. We are here to talk about And Just Like That season 2, episodes 1 and 2 in full and complete transparency. I filmed this already, okay? I had my digital microphone on and she let me down, okay? She didn't record any of the first half of this video, so I had to come back after I got in my bed to start editing this video and re-record the first half. It's very much a representation of this second season of And Just Like That. It's just a hot ass mess. It don't know whether it's coming or going, so I feel like it's only appropriate, okay? So bear with you, girl. It's hot outside and it is what it is, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about episodes 1 and 2, okay, of And Just Like That. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications. Don't forget to share this video. If you or a loved one was confused about last season of And Just Like That, and you feel like you might be confused about this season of And Just Like That, share this video, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, y'all, so the episode opens up with the ladies. We see that the ladies have been getting their backs blown out on the regs, okay? Everybody is walking out of their respective closets and bathrooms and hiding holes and dressing rooms to go walk toward their mate so that they can get their back blown out. And I'm like, all right, cool. There was a little bit of a concern for me at the very beginning because everybody had on a little, you know, unmentionable, you know, their little nightgown. But Carrie had on a sweatshirt and I was like, girl, it's 900 degrees outside. Take that goddamn sweatshirt off. I'm very happy to see that Carrie is still smashing the producer from her show, Franklin. Okay, Franklin is fine. Okay, Franklin got that salt and pepper that just does me a job. Okay, now he does spell his Franklin with a Y. I did see that in doing my little research, and I don't approve of that. But I'm gonna let him slide because he is, once again, he is fine. Okay, and they do have sex every Thursday after their podcast wraps, and that's a hell of a way to finish up a week. Charlotte buzzes Carrie's door that morning. Carrie wasn't expecting her. Franklin is still there getting ready to head out for the day, and Charlotte and he cross paths. Apparently Charlotte did not know that Carrie was getting her back blown out by Franklin with a Y. So she was very surprised to see him at the house in the morning time. Charlotte has come with her dog that looked exactly like Winston Churchill in the face. I love a good bulldog, okay? And they, you know, Carrie introduces her to Franklin. And Charlotte, baby, when I tell you her eyeballs was completely dry. Oh, hey, Franklin, oh, nice to meet you. It's great to see you. Like, she was very surprised. So Carrie didn't tell her that she was getting her back blown out, which is okay with me because you don't have to tell everybody all your business all the time, okay? Carrie didn't want to make it a thing, and she knew Charlotte was going to make it a thing, so she didn't tell Charlotte. But the whole episode is about the girls going to the Met Ball, okay? It's time for the Met Ball, baby, and you know you got to serve up a look. Comment down below and let me know if I'm tripping. They used to call it the Met Ball, right? And not the Met Gala. Like, I feel like they tried to zhuzh it up a little bit and call it the Gala now. But I feel like it was the ball. In the same little scene with Charlotte and Carrie, they going out for a morning time walk, okay? And y'all, they starting already. They starting already because Carrie put on an outfit that looked like she was getting ready to board the RMS Titanic. Okay, on his last faithful voyage. Okay, that girl looked like she was going to the very first Wimbledon games. Okay, I don't know why that girl would put that on first thing smoking in the morning, baby. It was too much. It was an all white outfit, but yet it was too much. Okay, she had on a hat that was cocked to the side, baby, and very just, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I mean? And just like, you could just like cut a little piece of fish with it. And Charlotte was giving me Tavern on the Green. Okay, she had on like a little print dress on, and I'm very much interested to see at this point what they're gonna do with the fashions and the looks for season 2, because last year it was a miscalculation on what was appealing to the eye and what was not. So hopefully they got the math right. Now they starting off a little questionable, okay, with the Tavern on the Green and the Titanic, baby. It was a little too much for a morning time walk. Now maybe that's just what people do that have extreme wealth the way that they do. Maybe that's what the 1% does. So on Lisa Ty Wexley's end, she is working on a new documentary while still being a full-time wife and a full-time mom. Everybody depends on her to find out where the lacrosse stick at. We gotta listen to the poem. The husband don't know where his damn tie at. It very much was leaning into the weaponized incompetence piece of marriage that, you know, that can happen in marriage sometimes, where men will pretend just not to know anything so they won't have to do anything because where's the refrigerator, babe? Like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And girl, my head is hot in here. That is what looks like her story is gonna be this season. Her husband offers to write her a check because he feels that she is just doing too much, that she can't stop to help him find his Morehouse tie. I ain't like it, but we're gonna see. All right, it's episode 1. We like 5 minutes in. I'm not going in on these people yet. We just gonna go ahead and see. Now over there on Miranda's end, God bless us, everyone. Because Miranda is on the phone with Naya, who is venting to Miranda about her husband and how, you know, they still estranged and it's not going well. And Miranda is encouraging Naya to get out the house and try new things. Miranda is in LA with Che. That rhymes. Hello. She is at a sensory deprivation tank. When she's in the sensory deprivation tank, ladies and gentlemen, and folks, something gets in her eye, okay? And I wish something had got in my eye, if I'm being quite honest, because she wanted to get out of the sensory deprivation tank, okay? So she opens up the little egg that she's in and slithers out of the tank like a newborn baby snake, wet and bucket naked. And I'm currently watching and reviewing The Idol, that is also streaming on Max. If you haven't checked out those reviews, go check them out. We're having a great time over there on The Idol. But because of that show, I am sick to death of titties, okay? I have my own, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very familiar with the anatomy of a titty, all right? I don't want to see no more, all right? I don't want to see a titty. I don't want to see no labias. I don't want to see no booty cheeks. I'm just sick of women having their body be front and damn center for no reason. Did you need me to see Miranda bucket goddamn naked to understand that she was trying to get up out the sensory deprivation tank? And then the way she got out, it was like she wanted me to see her ass. I was confused because if you in a bathtub and you want to get out the bathtub, do you put your hands on the floor of your bathroom and then slide out your bathtub? Or do you just get up like a normal goddamn human being? Some folks gotta lean. Some folks gotta use the edge of the tub. Some folks gotta get on their side again. Whatever you gotta do, you're using your knees and your legs. So if you're fully able to do that, why would you slide out? Like you are reenacting the birth of a baby dodo bird. Why would you do that? Don't start with me, bruh. It's too early. All right, we just getting here. We just getting reacquainted. Don't start with me. And because the show wants us all to get reacclimated with Che, we leave Miranda being birthed into the world right on into Che. Che is in LA. Bars, that rhymes, and they're getting ready for costumes for their show, their sitcom called Che Pasa. Yeah. Is it going to be aired on Nickelodeon? Because if it is, that's a fire name. Blue. Stop it. If it is, that's a great name for a show. Or maybe Cartoon Network. Anyway, I'm not even about to deal with the name of the show. The producer wants Che to give them a nod by basically dressing the way that they do, in a blazer with a blue streak in their hair. And they put this blazer on Che, and baby, they was about to pull a rabbit out of a hat, baby. It wasn't no way you wasn't gonna tell me they was trying to make them a magician, because they had some swirly gumdrops on the lapel, baby. All they needed was a top hat and like a little lovely assistant. They could have been a magician, okay? So it wasn't a good look, and it was quite lame, but so is Che. So maybe they was just going with the flow, okay? I am giving y'all bars, okay? Che is pushing back on what they want to wear, and everybody around them is looking at them like they crazy. It's supposed to be based on them, and they wear t-shirts and jeans and shorts. Like they just dress normal and not like a damn wild ass magician, right? So it looks like it's not going too well on the set, that Che doesn't really have a voice on the set. I wouldn't give Che a voice on the set. So we finally get to see Anthony around this part of the episode, and I'm like, hell yeah, because Anthony was my saving grace. Anthony made it a little more tolerable last season, and I was waiting on my boy to come on through the door. So Anthony is going to be Charlotte's guest at the Met Ball, and Charlotte and Lisa Ty Wexley are getting their dresses fitted, and Anthony is excited and talking about how he loves balls. Double entendre, okay, because he likes testicles, okay. He was like a breath of fresh air for me, because, you know, everybody is trying to be funny in this show, but he actually is funny in this show, and it's very effortless, in my opinion. So I was waiting on him at the door. Now, I was concerned when I saw the cut of Lisa Ty Wexley's dress, because it was like a little smock. It was giving me spaghetti strap smock, and a little concerned. Carrie is getting her dress made by Smoke, who is the wife of the dude that work on a podcast with her, right? And so she's very excited about it. It's gonna be a really great look for Smoke to do this gown. She's an up-and-coming designer, and it's gonna be a vibe. Charlotte goes home to see Lily practicing her piano, and Lily mentions to her that Harry is so excited to go to the Met Ball and meet Rihanna and take a picture with her. And Charlotte's like, why the hell he think he going to the ball with me? Who even told him that? Here come Harry sliding his bald head ass in there with a top hat like Mr. Monopoly, child. And he was so excited. So now Charlotte is like, well, hell, I got to take my husband, and Anthony can't go. Which I didn't like how they were playing Anthony back and forth like that. Like Anthony was just like a used pair of socks. I don't do that to Anthony. Don't play with my boy like that. I ain't like that. That's not what good friends do. And then she was making me even madder, Charlotte was, because her clothes, I could see where they were going with her again. They were making her a turn of the century milkmaid, baby, because she had on a shirt. It was just a white shirt, but right at the sleeves, baby, they gave her ruffles on her elbows. Why do you need your elbows to be decorated? I don't understand. You ain't never gonna make me understand. Then her skirt was giving me a tisket, a tasket, a picnic basket, because it was like a white and blue plaid skirt. And I'm like, girl, like, just, you know what I mean? It's too early for me to be at a loss for words with these people. So we over there with Carrie, and she's at the podcast, which is the Sex and the City podcast now, where people apparently call in to ask Carrie for advice. And this person calls in and is like, Carrie, I'm dating this guy. How do I know if he's ready to take it to the next level? And Carrie gives the most dry response. he's gonna do something that's different that lets you know he's gonna be ready to take it to the next level. And I'm like, girl, Carrie Marie Bradshaw. Let's talk about something different. We've been dealing with the how will I know like Whitney Houston since the 2000s. And also, Carrie doesn't have the best personality, ladies and gentlemen. Carrie doesn't have like a or take you in and get you hooked kind of personality. She's very conservative. She's damn near boring. If it wasn't for her fashion and her terrible taste in men and poor decision making skills, we wouldn't be fucking with Carrie. But the bitch could dress, okay? And we was with it. I'm just being honest. That's why I was there anyway. So for Carrie to be the main thing on the main star of a podcast, it just wasn't making sense to me. Like, that's why I never understood why Frasier had a call-in talk show. Like, yeah, he would give good advice, but baby, put me to sleep. You boring, my guy. Same thing with Carrie. So I feel like she needs to have somebody to banter with, somebody to go off of, somebody that can like pump it up. Cause like Carrie seemed like she's the type that's like, he wears a leather jacket. His parents probably got divorced and he's not, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She just is very conservative in a lot of ways. She don't even be wanting to say sex half the time. And I don't understand why she's on a podcast in the first place. Because don't she want to be involved with something that got something to do with clothes? Like, what happened to her goddamn Instagram? She don't want to put out a Tumblr. She don't want a YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about that later. Because she needs to be, she's very, very wealthy. But she's doing a podcast where people calling to ask her for her advice. But she makes terrible decisions. Carrie don't make good decisions. What you asking her for? I'm not going to ask a Dolphine for financial advice. What we doing out here, folks? Nah, Jesus, we over there with Miranda and Che. And Miranda and Che about to do what grown folks do. And Miranda... Che is on the bed laying down waiting for Miranda to get her life together. Miranda got on a bra and a pair of panties. The underwear that she had on looked like she was about to go and teach a wonderful rock climbing class. Baby, they was thick as hell. You hear me? They looked like they was a flannel bra and panty. It was thick. A camp counselor was getting ready to just get dressed and start the day. A liturgical dance teacher was getting ready to do their thing and get ready for Sunday. Because why was it so thick? Maybe I couldn't see it. It just didn't look like, yeah, we about to do the grown-up thing. It looked like, yeah, we about to go to communion. Miranda was trying to figure out how to work a strap-on, okay? And when I tell you, bumbling, fumbling, you understand? Like, did the thing not come with directions? Because she was like, she was so confused about it. I'm like, girl, put that shit on and go ahead and do what you gotta do. Goddamn. She was back there for 45. Anyway, Carrie calls Che to ask them about Franklin, because Franklin had asked Carrie out to go like do like a whiskey tasting on a Tuesday, and Carrie reluctantly said yes to it. And so she's asking Che about Franklin, right? Like, you know, who knows what men think? Some men just want sex. So if you just want sex, tell them you just want sex. Relationships can be just about sex. And so she's saying that to Carrie, but Miranda is 12 years old, okay? So this is what happens when you tell a 12-year-old anything, they just completely just become just disheveled about life. So because Che told Carrie that some relationships are just about sex, Miranda thinks that Che is just about sex. It just makes Miranda want to unstrap the strap on and be stupid. Did she say they was talking? Oh, wait. I'm gonna relax. Did they say that they was talking to you, Miranda? Because why you assume they was talking about you? Did you ask them? Because y'all, you could just ask. Like, the bad communication part, I want them to get off that. Because we've been doing this for 25 years now. And if you telling me I'm still watching the same women do the same thing, now you telling me I'm crazy. Because haven't these ladies learned nothing in the past 25 years that we've been talking? Don't they know communication is key? Just learn and grow a little bit, Miranda. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. We're gonna move on. Now, my girl Seema has been asked by her little booty call Zed to meet his son. And the lunch is the same day as the Met. And so because it's a European lunch, it could be all day. And that means that she can't go. Over lunch or dinner or whatever, Seema, Carrie, Charlotte, and Anthony are at dinner or lunch or whatever. And she's talking to them about it. And she says, oh, well, I can't go. So then Charlotte says, well, Anthony, you can't go to the Met Ball with me because Harry think he gonna take a picture with Rihanna. Like, they wouldn't bust Harry across his head if he even came close to Rihanna. But Harry is gonna go in place of Anthony. And then Anthony was like, well, fuck. Harry was like, well, you could just come with me. Now we over there with Naya. Naya has gone out to dinner. She's sitting at the bar, and before we see Naya, we see her big ass purse. They got this big ass, it's a beautiful bag, but it's on the counter. And I'm like, baby, you just bust me in my face with this product placement, okay? Like, it was like, you don't want to relax? Product placement everywhere. Everything in this show is product placement. Baby, Naya thing was like this. Why was in my face like that? Anyway, Naya's at the bar, and this man walks up to her and starts talking to her, flirting with her, what have you, and his name is Toussaint. And I'm like, y'all gonna give all these black men exotic names, huh? Andre Rashad is her husband, and then Toussaint is the one that, they don't have no Jared, they don't have a Gary, they don't have a Jason. Looks like she's feeling it, but she says that she's married, and he is like, you know, respectful about it and go ahead and leave. Now, me on the other hand, okay, don't piss me off. Andre Rashad been out here doing stupid shit since last season. I'm gonna have me a conversation. I ain't did nothing. I'm married. Yes, she's not dead though. Okay? I'ma giggle. He gonna giggle. I'ma get my meal paid for, and I'ma go ahead about my business. She tripping. Okay? That's old boy from that thing. I can't remember his name. Now, y'all, for some reason, they thought that we needed to see Che do stand up again. We don't ever need to see that though. I don't need to see it. I know they're a comedian. We saw it last season. We don't need to see that no more. The only joke that they told was how about they had to take an Uber from the bedroom to the bathroom, and it was too expensive. But if you don't stop shoving Che in my face, I don't want Che. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then after the show, Miranda goes up to Che and like hugs them from behind, and Che is like, nah, don't do that. And then Miranda's like, what's wrong? And then Che was like, you surprised me. I just wasn't expecting you. I'm at work. And I'm like, man, if you don't get out of here with that, that's ridiculous. You work at the Comedy Store, baby. You don't work at the UN. Relax. Like, what we talking about? It's probably somebody having sex in the bathroom right the hell now. Like, I can't hug you from the back. I ain't like that at all. And Miranda is giving me groupie. So now we over there with Naya. Naya is drunk from the restaurant, and she calls her husband to, you know, have a little FaceTime sex, right? And she has on her little cute little nightgown, which she had on lingerie, right? But then she had on underwear under the lingerie. She had on like pink panties under the lingerie. And I was like, damn, bitch, you strapped up. Like, she was like extra like sealed and ready to like be contained. I was like, why is there so many layers on? She FaceTimes him first and he don't answer. Then she calls him, then he answers. Then she says, FaceTime me, and he reluctantly does. He's like, we don't need to FaceTime, we talking. So he didn't want to be seen. You know, he FaceTimes her, and she's like trying to flirt with him, and she's like, you know, I want to show you my vagina. It's going to be good. He's like, don't do that because I'm not by myself. And she's like, well, who in there? And Taylor Swift was in there, and her name was Heidi, but she looked like Taylor Swift to me. I was like, why is Taylor Swift in there? And he's like, oh, relax, it's 9:30. Over here, we fully dressed, and, you know, we writing songs. I'm helping her write songs. That she tried to read Andre Rashad, but it wasn't a read. It was just like, you tell whoever that is in a hat that they could have a good night or something. I don't know. It just wasn't authentically a black woman read. I could just tell. So now it's time for the Met Ball, y'all. And oh Lord, Smoke comes over with Carrie's dress and tells Carrie that the seamstress has the stomach flu and she couldn't finish the dress up, so Smoke gotta finish it, you know, at Carrie's house. You know, mad unprofessional. Smoke came in there. I was like, that girl, she looked just like Susie Carmichael. So, you know, the dress isn't finished. So I'm like, well, damn, I can't wait to see this dress now. Because, you know, Carrie, she gonna do it up. If that girl took that dress out that bag and put it on Carrie, and it was, not only was it too tight, it was a goddamn bedspread from Target, okay? It was a Mainstays bedspread. It was a Threshold bedspread, baby. I was like, this is not for the Met. This is not for the Met. This is for the Shady Pines mother-daughter talent competition. White, aqua, medium blue, dark blue stripes on the front. And then on the side, it has some crepe paper decoration strips hanging down on the side. And I was like, I know that you lying to me. Where were the sketches, baby? Who approved this mock-up? Who approved this design? Because if you just took somebody curtains off the wall and ran it around Carrie's body and stitched up the back, goddamn it, I could do that. Oh, now Lisa Ty Wexley, I was like, she was giving me sexy Hellraiser, okay? Because she had on, her veil was these black, like, things poking out her face, and each of the black things poking out her face had a red feather on it, okay? And it was like a little dome, all right? It was like, you know, one of them things you open up and it get big and then you close it up and it gets small. It was like that, like you get it at when you go to the zoo. That's what she was giving me, okay? And her dress was a beautiful red, but it was also giving me Handmaid's Tale. And I'm like, Eva, I know this is not just regular A-line dress. This is just a dress. It was just a dress. It had the little seam under the boobs, and then it was just fabric. And she had a long ass train. Now the train was beautiful. They did have a really great scene with her walking across the street because they couldn't get a cab because she forgot to book the cab. It was supposed to be like a commentary on how she's too like overwhelmed and she just kind of let the ball fall because she don't have no support. Anyway, so that was a nice scene, but I wasn't a fan of the dress. Then Seema was giving me sexy Mary Magdalene, okay? And I was like, I don't like that. All right, nah. Seema usually be coming with the looks. Nah, she usually be serving us up on a platter. This one, I don't think so. She was giving me there's no room at the end, okay? She was giving me he's not in there. She missed the mark. She missed the theme. She was off theme. And I gotta call the thing a thing. Then we get to Charlotte. Charlotte didn't know if she wanted to be a jockey. She ain't know if she wanted to be in the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus. She ain't know whether she wanted to be a dominatrix or a school marm. And I'm like, girl, climb up on that horse, baby. What number are you? I will put some money on you to win the Kentucky Derby. Like, what were we dealing with? What was going on? What was the point of the leather? It was too many pieces of fabric. It was too much goddamn going on. So then we get back over there to Carrie. The dress not gonna work out, okay? The dress not gonna work out, thank God for Jesus. So Carrie's like, you know what? I think I might have something for the occasion. So Carrie takes out her wedding dress. The last time we saw the wedding dress was when she beat shit out of Big in the middle of the street. So she put the wedding dress on. Where the hell was the dress at? Because Carrie's closet is a hallway. Hey, didn't she archive that shit last season? She put all that stuff in the building, but she got her wedding dress in the closet, and she got the bird. Okay, you know, she had wore a bird in her head last time, so she put the bird on, went down the steps, and thank God that was the end of the first episode, Lord. It was stressing me out, baby, because why? They wasn't going to the Met, baby. They was going to not the Met. And I feel like we right back to square one. They ain't learned nothing from last season. They ain't listened to us at all, I don't believe. And I just feel like, here we go again, y'all. We back at it. So, you know, we gotta just strap up and get ready. Okay, now we're gonna roll right on into episode 2. And episode 2 starts off with Carrie and Finance Franklin reading advertisement. She's gotta talk about a vaginal wellness suppository thing. And Carrie just cannot say vaginal, vagina, or suppository. You know what I'm saying? Now, the language that they wrote the ad in was very stupid, okay? It was giving me Don Draper. It was giving me 1960s. It was like, do you have trouble down there? If you do, we have just the ticket. So Franklin was like, well, we can fix it. You know what I'm saying? Let's fix it. That's not Carrie's job. Carrie's not she don't write advertisements. The producer doesn't write advertisements. You got a copywriter, you got an intern, you got a goddamn writer or something. And it was more so about the fact that she didn't want to say vagina or vaginal or anything like that. And I'm like, girl, if you don't grow up, you had a vagina before you was born. Like, let's get over it, baby. Vagina. See how easy that was? Once again, we are with Che and Miranda. And Miranda's going down on Che, and she gets a phone call, and they get a phone call that says they need to go into the studio because the writers don't want to do something, so she got to go into the office. And we learn that Tony Danza is playing her father in the show Che Pasa. Now, Che is Mexican and she's Irish, and Tony Danza ain't Mexican or Irish. Tony Danza been Italian AF since Ben, okay? They cast him as her father, and he's supposed to be Mexican in the show. What they wrote that in there for. Now we over there with Lisa Ty Wexley. She once again is running around. She got flowers in her hand. She got a cake. She got that cute little baby girl, and they gotta rush home because her mother-in-law is coming into town. And her husband is at home opens the door and is like, y'all running late. Mama gonna be here in 20 minutes. And I'm like, well, bitch, you should have went got the cake. You should have helped. What did you do? Shit, you couldn't find your tie. You don't know what shit at. And now you're telling me why I'm late. And the reason that they gotta rush is because they have to do the little girl's hair. They have to braid her hair down. The baby has a little afro and it's so cute. But the mother doesn't like natural hair, or she doesn't want the baby to wear her hair in an afro. This where we at. This what we doing. Now, why this lady get to determine how this other lady, daughter, your chest is all in my neck, child. They can't even see me. Gets to wear her daughter's hair or style her daughter's hair. The world will never know. But once again, Lisa Ty Wexley been running all over Jerusalem trying to get ready for this thing. So the grandma gets to the house and ring the doorbell, and they trying to, you know, get from the back of the house to the front of the house. And then the grandma ring the doorbell again. And they rushing and, you know, whatever. And she ring the doorbell the third time. And I'm like, girl, calm down. Nana, you know, Lisa Ty Wexley not really excited, but she, you know, gonna pretend. And she look at Lisa Ty Wexley and say, oh, look like you just come from a matinee performance of The Lion King. Like you was on stage with The Lion King or something like that. Because Lisa Ty, now she was giving Safari realness, okay? I ain't gonna hold you. But she was cute though. And she could have had a full-length Simba costume on. And she ain't had to say that out her old ass mouth like that now. So, you know, that was a little annoying. But I guess they're trying to portray her as like this old money kind of, you know, overbearing mother-in-law kind of thing. I forgot that they tried to make Miranda, what they did, they made Miranda alcoholic. I forgot about that. So now in this new season, she's going to AA. So she goes to AA and she mentions how she's, you know, having trouble filling up her days and she's glad to be at the AA meeting or whatever. Somebody comes up and says, hey, you should come and clean the beach with us. And Miranda's like, yeah, I would love to do that, right? So she's going to go clean the beach with the other alcoholic people from the AA meeting. Charlotte, her whole thing this episode was weird as hell to me, right? So Lily wants to, you know, Lily's growing up, right? Like, wanting to transition from the piano to a keyboard. She's wanting to go Billie Eilish with it. So she asked Harry and them for a keyboard. And Harry and them are like, well, you're going to have to earn it. You know, you're going to have to pay for it yourself. All right, bet. And that's what Lily said. All right, bet. Lily writing this sad ass song on the keyboard. And Charlotte comes in and is like, well, where the hell you got this keyboard from? Your daddy bought it for you? She was like, no, I bought it myself. And she was like, Charlotte was like, well, how you paying for it? And she said, well, I sold my clothes. And then Charlotte goes in the closet and Lily sold damn near all her stuff, right? And you know, Charlotte buys Lily extremely high-end clothes, like very, very expensive clothes. And so I'm sure she was probably able to buy a damn house or at least put a down payment on one with what she got from the store. So basically Charlotte's whole story this episode was chasing this one Chanel dress that she had gotten Lily. She calling all over the world trying to find this pink spaghetti strap dress from Chanel that she had gotten Lily. And Lily is like, I don't even want to wear shit like that. I don't want to dress like that no more. So Lisa Ty Wexley's husband is taking their daughter and her friend somewhere, like to maybe like a ballet or something. And they look so cute. They look so cute. I love when little girls dress up and look like little girls. There's a tendency right now like to have little girls look like little mini versions of women. I love when little girls look like little girls with little buns and plaits and curls and little dresses and their little socks with the ribbons on it, like old school little girls. Love that. Anyway, so they're trying to go to this ballet and the daddy's trying to get a cab and the cabs won't stop for him, right? And the cabbie is ignoring him. And so he starts banging on the on the hood of this cab. And at that very moment, his mama and her bougie ass friends are on the corner and they see him banging on the thing like, I know you see me. And now AKAs, y'all, that wasn't a good look for y'all. Okay, that wasn't a good look for y'all. Don't bring the D9 into this. Okay, that lady could have just been a rich old lady. Then you ain't had to bring the D9 into that now. So it's Thursday and Carrie and the finance producer are at the house, and instead of having sex, they writing this damn vaginal suppository thing, like, you know, commercial. Franklin is trying to help her, right? It's his job to produce the segments, and she's being really fucking difficult about it. Like, every idea he has, she's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna be? Like, she shoots it down in some smart ass remark. And had that been okay, I'd have been like, bitch, I don't have no vagina. This is your vagina. I don't, listen, this ain't even got nothing to do with me, okay? I'm trying to help you out and you're being a brat. She takes the time to go sit in her lonely ass window and write it on her computer. And, you know, she's like deep in thought about it. And she's just, you know, we gotta be having a moment about this fucking suppository. So the we over there with Lisa Tyler Wexler again. It's nighttime. The mama come in to fuss at the son about banging on the hood of the thing and embarrassing her in front of her friends. And she started talking about her daddy never lost his dignity at something. But the part that she said before she left the bedroom. Here Lisa Tyler Wexler go, and I already had a problem with the way she wrapped her hair. You not gonna wrap your hair and then leave your ends of your hair out, baby. You not gonna do that. So all Lisa Tyler Wexler was doing was sitting there minding her business. She ain't say shit. Then the grandma, the mama gonna say, didn't the Emancipation Proclamation free us from wearing head wraps? Girl. When I tell you I rewound my freaking thing over here, okay? I watched it on my laptop, all right? Because I lost my glasses, baby. I don't know my glasses. I can't see far because she old, okay? I was watching. I didn't get close up. I hit that little 10 seconds back situation to make sure I wasn't motherfucking tripping. It ain't got shit to do with hair, girl. It don't have nothing to do. So she was basically trying to equate to the fact that she had her hair wrapped up to get ready to go to bed with her being a slave. I don't even want to get into it with y'all because we supposed to keep it like, you know, we gonna keep it funny, we gonna keep it fresh. But that grandma, baby, I could have ripped that little headband wig right off her head. The Emancipation Proclamation freed us from slavery. Girl, you better free yourself from my face. So Seema is looking crazy by the head, and she goes back to her stylist to apologize for walking out on him, and she brings him a thing of tequila and she apologizes. I don't know what she apologized for. Now Miranda's on the beach cleaning up the seaweed and shit, and she is talking to Naya. Naya is pissed with Andre Rashad because he had the lid in the thing, the lid in the room. He won a surrogate. He hadn't cheated on her yet. And so she decided she finished. And so she called Miranda to vent about it. And she taking all his shit and like throwing it out. But she can't stay on the phone with Miranda because the beach people, the cleanup people don't want her using the phone because they're environmentalists. And environmentalists are against cell phone usage, apparently. I don't know. Somebody gonna have to explain that to me because that don't make no damn sense. So anyway, so she's cleaning up the seaweed and stuff on the beach. And she's supposed to go have dinner with Che and Tony Danza. They done found Tony Danza and just disturbed his whole retirement to come up in here and do that for the thing. Anyway, so she's supposed to have dinner with Che and Tony Danza after the beach cleanup, but she ends up losing her cell phone. Miranda does at the beach, and she goes through all the seaweed and she really annoyed about it. So she ends up having to talk to these fine ass surfers, baby. Them surfers was fine. So they let Miranda use the phone. She called Che. Che sent somebody over there. First of all, Che didn't go pick her up. Che was complaining about how false she was. Che was very unhelpful about the situation, but she sent somebody to come pick her up. And Miranda stinks like seaweed, so she can't go to the dinner. Because she's an hour away, so she would have to drive the hour, get to the house, change and stuff, and then go wherever she's going to meet Tony Danza. So it's not going to work out for her and Tony Danza. But the person that picks her up is, surprise, Che's ex-husband. Che was married to a man and is still currently married, to a man. And Miranda didn't know that. And so Miranda's kind of upset about that, okay? Now Charlotte still chasing this goddamn Chanel dress, okay? For some reason, she is latched onto this Chanel dress, baby, and she done gone to the actual store in the city. The real. No, it's the real deal. The real is the real thing. So it's the real deal, right? So she goes to the store and is looking for the dress. So Carrie kind of pulls her to the side and is like, why are you chasing down this dress so bad? Lily don't even want to wear this. Because when Lily was performing her sad ass Billie Eilish song, she was looking like somebody from Blink-182. You know, Carrie makes her realize that Lily's growing up, and Charlotte was like, yeah, you're right, because I don't even know if she could fit the damn dress. And I'm like, girl, you chasing behind this damn dress and the girl can't fit it? Charlotte needs something to do with herself, baby. She needs to go back to somebody art gallery. And she was making me mad because she had the damn Colonel Sanders bowl. Who is it? Whose idea is the Colonel Sanders bowl, my love? I don't understand it. Maybe that's above my tax bracket. If you don't let me see your knees, Charlotte, let me see your knees, baby. Like, it's okay. Praise be, we about to end the episode. So Seema's on a date with Zed. She, you know, they made up. She's ready to move on. All right, so they had dinner and he asked her to go in on a partnership with him, and they go in for $100,000 a piece with this, you know, business adventure. Now Zed, I ain't gonna hold you, he giving me sketchy. I don't know nothing about him because I don't know. But if I've never been to your house, I don't know that you still live with your wife and all of that jazz. You damn sure can't come up out your mouth to ask me for $100,000. Seema don't like that shit. She out, okay? And she was looking fabulous while she did it. You know what I'm saying? Indian goddess, baby. She's serving me up one shoulder, full hair, full lips, brown skin, Indian goddess realness. So then we end the episode with Miranda and Che for some reason, Jesus. And Che comes home from a dinner with Tony Danza where he backs out from being her dad because Tony Danza's like, listen, baby, I'm not about to get canceled because of no show name Che Pasa. I'm Italian down. I've been Italian down my whole life, okay? Now you want me to be a Mexican dude? So Tony Danza's like, I'm gonna go ahead and go, okay? So then Che goes home to Miranda, who's very upset about the fact that Che never said that they were married and still married. And so Che is like, what's going on? I mean, we lazy. We just never got divorced. I mean, it ain't really no big deal. And then Miranda was like, oh yeah, you right, okay. And that's it. That's it, folks. That's all we got. That's it, y'all. The first 2 episodes were boring. They didn't learn their lesson. The fashions weren't as dreadful as they were prior. I will never get over Carrie being a passenger on the RMS Titanic. And I will never get over Miranda being completely okay with a 5-minute explanation behind the fact that her partner is still married to a man. What did y'all think of the episode? My dog is trying to console me, apparently, because these 2 episodes showed me that they just didn't listen to me. So comment down below and let me know what y'all thought of the first 2 episodes. Here's hoping they do better for episode 3 and on. And let this be the last season. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope I don't see nobody else's titties. And y'all be cool. Okay, bye.